No, I did not.
You see? It's weird. He's shaking his head, yes, but he's saying no. Hey y'all, it's your girl J9 Eve, and as you see here, we have Mr. Alec Murdaugh. They say it Murdaugh, spelled like Murdaugh. So what I found interesting, this is him testifying at his trial for the ending the lives of his wife, Maggie, and his son, Paul. What I found interesting was at the very beginning of this is what we're going to react to, is his reaction, like the way he's answering. I've watched a lot of true crime, anything kind of crimey, true crime is all very interesting to me. And some of the things that you watch are like body language, when they do like certain people do reactions to like body language of people. And his body language, it's something that he does when he's asked the question, did you take this weapon and end your wife's life or end your son's life with it? Now, I'll show you. I'll show you what I'm talking about.
2021, did you take this gun or any gun like it and hit your son Paul in the chest in the feed room at your property off Moselle Road?
No, I did not.
See,
Mr. Murdaugh.
You see, he's shaking his head, yes, but he's saying no. And if you try to do that, you'll find it's not a natural thing to do this. No. Yes. It's not natural. Like if somebody says, did you kick that kangaroo yesterday? I'm gonna be like, no. That's what I'm like, what? If you say, do you like kangaroos? I'm gonna go, yeah. Okay. This is what it is. But he says no, right? And at first I thought to myself, well, maybe he just has the shakes. Because if you watch,
did you take this?
Look, he's still
and blow
shaking
your on June 7th or any day or any time?
Said yes.
No, I did not.
You see, it's weird. No. Like just when I was about to nod my head yes, and I was gonna say no, and my mouth was about to form a yes because I was doing this. Yes. See, so that right there is a thing. And like I said, I thought maybe he was just, like maybe he got the shaky shakes. But once they stopped this question part, his head stopped shaking. And then when he has to answer another yes or no question, he goes back to this. And when he answers a question yes, guess what he does? This. They ask him if he lied to the police about him being there on the property. He goes, yes. He shakes his head yes.
On the kennel video at 8:44 p.m. on June 7th, the night Maggie and Paul were murdered.
It is.
Were you in fact at the kennels at 8:44 p.m. on the night Maggie and Paul were murdered?
I was.
See? Still shaking his head yes.
Did you lie to SLED Agent Owen and Deputy Laura Rutland on the night of June 7th and told them that you stayed at the house after dinner?
I did lie to them.
Did you lie to Agent Owen
Still
and
yes.
Agent Croft
You
in
see?
a follow-up interview on June 10th that the last time you saw Maggie and Paul was at dinner?
I did lie to them.
And in the interview of August 11th,
Look at this.
did you tell Agent Owen and Agent Croft, did you lie to them by telling them that you were not down at the kennels on that night?
Yes.
Yeah. See? Still the yes. Right?
Alec, why did you lie to Agent Owen, Agent Croft, and Deputy Rutland about the last time you saw Maggie and Paul?
Yes. Why did you lie?
As my addiction evolved over time, I would get in these situations or circumstances where I would get paranoid
Tell us
thinking.
about it.
And it could be anything that triggered it. It might be a look somebody gave me. It might be a reaction somebody had to something I did. It might be a policeman following me in a car. That night, June 7th, after finding Mags and Paul,
Papa.
don't talk to anybody without Danny with you. All my partners were just repeatedly telling me that. I had a deputy sheriff taking gunshot test from my hands.
Now he's like comes from a family, a lineage of lawyers and such, of like big ones, you know, money, old money, money, honey, old money. And of course he has, you know, like an addiction of some sort. But apparently the story is that his son, the one that was killed, was drunk and driving a boat when a girl one of his friends who was on the boat was killed. He crashed the boat and this girl, like teenage girl, whatever, she died. So in their little town, this was like the biggest scandal of all time. They're like this rich family. Of course, he gets away with it because money, you know. And so the story he's going with is, we think that it was somebody who, you know, because the son had a lot of people who did not like him, who were mad at him, and, you know, said he would get threats and all kinds of stuff because of what happened and him getting away with it. And so that's what the story is. Alec is trying to blame it on whomever this might be. But he's got a lot of secrets, this guy. He's got a lot of secrets. And of course, I mean, he ain't confessing to none of them. They just come out and then he's dealing with it in court as it comes out. But of course, you know, some more stuff comes out and he'll have a reason as to why he didn't mention that as well. So right now he's explaining why he was lying to the police, saying that he was not at the kennel. But Paul, the son, and he didn't, without his knowledge, Paul, the son, had made like a video of him while he was down at the kennel, like right before he was killed. He had a video playing so they could hear, and you could hear his dad, Alec, this man right here, you could hear his voice in the background on the video. And he was unaware of this. He did not know. So he's lying, saying he was not there when they were down at the kennel. Turns out it was. So now he has to testify and explain why he was lying about being there. So you tell me, did he done it? It feel like it. But that's just me. You know, what do I know? I'm just paying attention.
I'm sitting in a
Where you sitting, Alec?
police car with David Owen asking me about my relationship with my wife and my son. And all those things coupled together after finding them, coupled with my distrust for SLED, caused me to have paranoid thoughts. Normally, when these paranoid thoughts would hit me, I could take a deep breath real quick and just think about it, reason.
I don't know. Did you have a paranoid thought when that night down there with your family? I mean, you know how we know you didn't have a paranoid thought? Maybe you thought they was the devil or something, and that's why you done it. How are we supposed to know, Alec, when you're having a moment or not? We're just gonna take your word for it, I guess. Oh, okay. I was just asking. Okay.
My way through it and just get past it really quickly.
Get past it. Pay for it.
On June 7th,
Come on.
I wasn't thinking clearly. I don't think I was capable of reason.
Oh, don't think you were capable
And I
of
lied
reason?
about being down there.
You did. You did. You did that. You definitely did.
And I'm so sorry that I did.
Oh, it's okay. We forgive you. Nah.
I'm sorry to my son Buster.
That's the living son. He's got another son that's alive. Big
I'm
red
sorry
hair.
to Grandma and Papa T.
There he is. That's some red hair right there. That's some red
I'm sorry
hair.
to both of our families.
Give this man some water.
Most of all, I'm
His
sorry
mouth
to
dry as a
Max
bone.
and Paw.
And Paw. And she started with Paw.
I would never intentionally do anything to hurt either one of them.
What does that mean? I would never intentionally. Oh, was it an accident? Is that what you're saying? It was an accident? I don't know how you did that by accident. They're not close enough together to each other for you to have accidentally fired a shot and it killed both of them. And they both took on multiple shots. And like I said, they weren't standing next to each other. So it being an accident is far-fetched. So that's weird you said that. It's kind of weird you said it. Oh, but okay. Proceed. Yes. You did it? Oh, okay. Thanks for confessing.
Ever.
Allegedly.
Ever.
Ever?
Did
I would never.
you continue lying after
Uh-huh.
that night? Did you not?
But once I lied, I continued to lie. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Wow.
because that's what you do, like you doing now, I'm sure. When a liar
What a
testifies.
tangled web we weave.
When first we
Once I
practice to
told a lie.
deceive. Yes.
I mean, I told my family I
You did.
had to
was
keep
lying.
lying.
You did. You was gonna. Ooh. Why should we believe you now is a good question.
Alex, tell the jury
Yes, tell them.
what happened on the evening of June 7th,
Yes, tell
starting
them,
when
Alec.
you met with Paul.
An expensive lawyer and the jury.
I'd been at work that day,
Uh-huh.
a fairly normal day. You mean start in the morning or?
Sure, start in the morning.
It was just a regular morning. Maggie was leaving to go out of town. She was going to a doctor's appointment,
Was she?
and
Or was she leaving?
she had some stuff to do at Edista, where she was having some work done on our house at Edista.
Or was she moving in there?
So, but Maggie was there that morning. She went to leave, and she told me she was doing these things.
I think we're starting to get to it. That sounds like something. That sounds like you just said something. She had a doctor's appointment. And she was going down to our other house to stay, perhaps. To stay. It seemed okay. I could see that. I could see that. Okay. She was telling me this other stuff is what he says. This other stuff. What was she telling me? All this stuff she's gonna do. Yeah, like I'm leaving you. I ain't coming back no more. She tell you all of that stuff. Oh, ooh, this is starting to come together. This is starting to come together a little bit. Let's see.
I always asked Maggie to come back home and stay with me.
Wow. Powerful. I always ask her to come back and stay with me. Why would you have to tell your wife that? I'm just saying. That seemed like a weird thing to have to tell your wife. I always tell her, please come back and stay with me. I mean, if that's your wife, you think she was gonna come back. It seems odd you would say that, Alec. Kind of seems like she was leaving. That's what it sounds like. This is what this sounds like. She was trying to leave, honey. She was trying to leave you. She was out. She said, bye. Ooh. And you was like, no, honey, absolutely not. You ain't gonna leave and take all my stuff.
But anyway,
Allegedly.
Maggie had left. She did her thing. I went to work, did work. I learned from Paul that
Who's Paul?
that's Paul, my son Paul Murdaugh.
And your name for him was Paul.
Yeah, we called him Paul.
Okay, go ahead. I'm sorry.
And Buster, Maggie, I called him Paul or Paul Terry, but Mags called him Paul. Buster called him Paul. A lot of people called him Paul. But anyway, I learned about I had known that CB, the guy that worked for us, had sprayed the sunflowers. I knew about that, but I'd been out of town. I didn't know they were dead. Paul let me know they had died. So we had to replant the dove field. That's our dove field, which the dove field is just it's a big social part of having property. People come, and it's just a social big part of it. So the dove field was a big deal. So when the sunflowers got killed, we knew they were dead. Paul was coming home, and I learned that early Monday morning.
And did and we'll catch back up. But at some point in time, did you meet up with Paul?
Yeah, after work, I met Paul at the property.
Okay.
And we're going to backfill and talk about more of the day, but I just want to focus in on that evening right now.
Okay.
When Paul gets to the property, what do y'all do?
First thing we do is we go to the dove field, and we look at the dove field. And
how'd you get to the dove field?
he had come in my brother's truck. We got in my son Buster's black pickup truck. We called it Buster's truck, or the black pickup truck. You've heard it called too. But
That's funny. He done gave everything got a nickname, don't it? Paul, Buster's truck. You called it Buster's truck? Why you call it that? Oh, because it was Buster's truck? Oh. So creative the family is. Y'all are creative. You're the creative type, I see. Okay. Not just sneaky, but creative. So what do y'all think? You getting a feeling that this is us watching in real time right now as a wealthy person who knows the law, very familiar with the law, is on the stand, looking very much like he wants to seem like just a person who's just, hey, I'm just a regular old family man. All my kids got nicknames. I know I lied to the police and I got a problem. And I do this when I mean no and everything. I shake my head yes when I mean no. And while I'm saying no, which is very odd, but I'm just like you, but with more money. Enough money to allow my son to get away with murder once. And I want to see if my money will get me out of it too. Allegedly. I mean, that's mama's thoughts. Okay. You know, mama is an untrusting mama. But I think I've shown why I think that what had happened here. He shakes his head yes when he says no. We got the body languages off. Okay. Him talking about her her leaving and him always telling her come back and stay with me. Sounds like a wife who's leaving. So she was going to their other property. Seemed like it to me, right? I'm just saying. Seemed like it to me. But y'all let me know. Let me know what you think. Okay. Hit me in the comments. Tell me what you think. Okay. And we're going to do a live on this. We're definitely going to do a live on this. And we can watch a little more in depth of this entire thing. It's like a 3-hour long. He's on this stand for 3 hours, dry mouth and all. They need to give this man some water. Y'all behave. Because I'm not going to do it. Absolutely not. Okay. Mama love you. Yes, she do. Okay. Yes, she do. She absolutely did. Stop that. You know mama love you. Okay. Peace.